We understand that choosing a casket or a coffin is a deeply personal decision. In our selection room, we provide a calm, respectful environment where families can take their time and explore options. Options that reflect their loved one's life, beliefs, and preference. Our spacious chapel is where memories are honored and lives are celebrated. Designed with serenity and warmth, it provides a welcoming space for families and friends to come together, reflection and remembrance. For families choosing cremation, we offer on-site professional cremation services in a setting that upholds dignity, peace, and confidentiality. Our crematorium offers a seamless and respectful alternative to traditional burial, giving families flexibility while maintaining the highest standard of care.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning. when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. It is Tuesday, the 21st day of October 2025, and we're coming to you live from the Port Mall here in Scarborough, Tobago. I am Adana Kumbi. This is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Yes, we had a very long weekend and a lot of activities on the island of Tobago. What did you participate in? We would love to know. Remember, you can leave your comments on our Facebook live stream and our YouTube channel at Tobago Updates. We want to hear from you. In fact, if you have photos, send them in on our WhatsApp. We want to see what activities you got involved in this weekend. And how are your preparations for the October Carnival looking like this morning? We want to know all about it. But we're so happy that you're here with us this morning, whether you're having your morning coffee, you are in your garden, or getting ready for your day today. We say thank you so much for choosing us and continuing to make us #1 for morning show here on the island of Tobago. Before we get into our conversations this morning, we head on over to the news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Adana. Here is your news in 90 seconds for Tuesday, 21st October 2025. Tobago came alive this weekend with 2 events on the Tobago October Carnival calendar. The Monarch of Mass Individual Competition 2025 lit up the Market Square car park, showcasing masqueraders and designers expressing artistry through traditional mass, folklore, history, and other concepts. Ayana Ned won with her portrayal Serafina, Dark Angels of Green Vale, followed by Daniel Salvery in second place with The Vengeance of Moko, and Nicole Moses Beckles third with Queen Island Jewel. Meanwhile, on Saturday, Pan Omega, the island's official panorama competition for the October Carnival, featured small and large steel bands competing for top honors. Tiantec New Eastside Dimensions placed first in the small band category, while Cats and Jammers Steel Orchestra placed first in the large band category. In keeping with the carnival weekend just days away ahead, hundreds of masqueraders face the risk of losing thousands in costumes deposit due to limited flight availability to the island. TOCA President Dexter Sandy warned that masqueraders are panicking while band leaders struggle to manage growing frustration. Temporary Secretary of Culture Zarisha Hackett confirmed most flights are sold out and efforts to secure additional airlift from Caribbean Airlines have stalled. She emphasized that performers are also affected. Urgent talks between Caribbean Airlines, the Tobago House of Assembly, and TOCA are needed, with private charters under consideration to ensure Carnival runs smoothly. And finally, Tobago West MP Joel Sampson has defended the 2026 national budget, calling it fair, balanced, and one of the strongest ever presented. He emphasized that it provides clear economic direction, stimulates growth in Tobago. Sampson highlighted that the THA received nearly all requested allocations, with key sectors like tourism, agriculture, education, infrastructure, and small businesses supported fully. He cited tangible improvements, including increased flights and agency support, rejecting claims of neglect and framing the budget as a historic step in recognizing Tobago as integral to national development. And that was your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Biana, for our news there in 90 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the morning where we celebrate with those who are celebrating. It's time for our birthday shout-outs. And this morning we start off the birthday celebrations by saying happy birthday to Mr. Michael Stewart. In fact, it's a belated birthday. He celebrated his birthday over the weekend, and we say happy birthday to you, Mr. Michael Stewart. We do hope that you have a wonderful birthday, and we pray God's richest blessings upon your life. Trudy Dinoon, my cousin, yes, she also celebrated a birthday over the weekend, and we say happy belated birthday to you, Trudy. A beautiful, beautiful soul she is, and we pray God's continued blessings upon your life as you enter this new chapter and this new season. We hope that you find love, peace, and joy, and the favor of Almighty God. Next celebrating is Natalie George. Natalie George is also celebrating a birthday, and we say happy birthday to you, and we pray God's blessings upon your life, and we hope you have an amazing birthday. Happy birthday to Kimari Richardson Thomas. This is coming from her husband, her son, her father, and her siblings with plenty love. So happy birthday to you, and we do hope you have an amazing birthday today. Johnny Sampson is also celebrating. Johnny Sampson, we hope you have a wonderful birthday today as well. And we do hope that you are able to enjoy all that comes with celebrating a birthday. So happy birthday to you. And wrapping up the birthday celebrations, we say happy birthday to Marcia King Alexander. Mauricia King Alexander. We say happy birthday to you, and we do hope you have a wonderful and amazing birthday. And remember, even though we do not have your photographs, if you are celebrating, we join in the celebration with you, and we remind you to put God first, because He's the sole reason why there's even anything for you to celebrate. So you might be wondering, who are we having conversations with today? Yes, the first day of the work week, we start off the conversations by speaking with Dr. Venetia Carrington-Reed. Are we talking more about breast cancer? Yes, we're going to have that conversation this morning, so you want to be a part of that. And then we speak to the event promoter for FAWW, F-A-W-W. I suppose that's how it is pronounced. I'm not a party goer, but I think that's what it is. We're going to have conversations about that as well. And we also speak with Burton Tony, is a singer, entertainer, and we're talking about Tobago October Carnival 2025. As you are aware, we are in Carnival Week, yes, and you'll be hearing a lot about what is happening here on the island of Tobago as we head on into the Carnival celebrations. In fact, we already started, as you heard in the news earlier, and so the conversation will continue. Remember, Tobago Updates is your primary source of information as it relates to anything happening here on the island of Tobago, and of course, we'll be bringing coverage of the Tobago October Carnival. But before we get into all of those conversations, and remember, if you want to be a part of it all, you can leave your comments on our Facebook live stream and our YouTube channel. And for those of you who are viewing on AMPLIA 102 and Flow 121 and 130, we welcome you as well. Thank you so much for choosing us this morning, and for always remembering that we are the #1 choice for morning show here on the island of Tobago. Before we get into our conversations, though, we take a short break, and as we go, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
So guys, there are some new developments in housing in Tobago. So it's goat racing time. This is 116, the show that keeps you in the know with all things Tobago House of Assembly. Each week, 116 delivers a fun and engaging overview of the latest developments, achievements, activities, and events of our dynamic assembly. So join me. Let's dive into the Tobago House of Assembly's Week in Review right here on 116.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
The official hub for Tobago Carnival 2025. Tobago Updates presents the We Carnival series, where mass meets culture. Stay locked in for your chance to win tickets to hottest carnival events, a carnival bar hopping experience for you and your crew, and a weekend stay at Mandolina Grand Hotel. It's happening right here. Tobago Updates, We Carnival.
Stop me, I'm walking on a bam bam big energy. If you see the size on a bam bam big energy.
Tobago, are you ready to light up the night? Join us for the Lambo Credit Union's Moonlight Miles for Diabetes Glow Walk 2025.
On Saturday, November 15th at Cano Bay Nature Resort, we'll walk, glow, and raise awareness for a healthier tomorrow.
From 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends for plenty glow energy.
Registration is just $180 per person, or grab your crew of 5 for only $150 each.
Sign up online or at Lambo Credit Union branches before October 31st.
For more registration and payment details, visit lambocreditunion.com and search Moonlight Miles today.
The road is calling. Tobago Carnival. Neon is coming. Presenting the mashup king himself, DJ Kai, alongside the voice of the people, Boy Boy. The dynamic duo bringing pure fire to the road, CSI Khaled and Selecta Stefan. And Tobago's own, the people's champion, DJ Big Youth. This is Neon Night Mass. One road, one rhythm, one experience. Tobago Carnival 2025. We outside.
The Tobago Blue Food Festival 2025 is on October 19th, 2025. Enjoy live entertainment, cultural performances, and the best local vibes with good people. Don't miss the festival where food meets culture. The Tobago Blue Food Festival 2025, Sunday, October 19th at Bloody Bay Recreational Grounds. Check out their website at www.tobagofestivalscommission.com or follow on social media at Tobago Festivals for more.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you so much for staying with us. Well, we begin conversations this morning as we speak about breast cancer awareness. As you're aware, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're going to have conversations this morning with Dr. Vanicia Carrington-Reed. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Right. A pleasure having you here in studio with us this morning to talk about something that is very important. And we do pay attention, at least Tobago Updates, as it relates to these types of illnesses. And we know sometimes the focus really is on the patient. And so we want people to understand what are some of the things that you have to look out for to monitor for breast cancer. What are some of the things before finding out that you have breast cancer? What are some of the things you can do to prevent yourself, one, from having it, and the kind of lifestyle you should live in terms of to ensure that you have a healthy lifestyle before you even start talking about checking for any type of cancers?
Okay. Well, we know, I always say prevention is better than cure, which is grandmother passed that down to mommy passed that down, right? So the first step in prevention is always your lifestyle. You have to eat properly, exercise. These are the basic things, right? A lot of things in medicine, the first line treatment is diet and exercise, So that's one step there. That's the first step, right? Then there are several things that predispose you to breast cancer. Some you have no control of, and others you do. So the first one you have control of is your diet, right? Other things that put you at increased risk of breast cancer is not having any kids. Because hormones play a factor, and pregnancy affects your hormones, right? So being pregnant, making children, and breastfeeding is protective against breast cancer. So when we say breast is best, it's not just for the babies, it's also for the woman, right? Other factors like family history, that you have no control of. But once you know you have the increased risk, you now have to be proactive in checking and looking for it. So after prevention, the next step is early detection. So the difference between a cancer victim and a cancer survivor is early detection.
So let's talk about detection now. Let's talk about the early detection. How can you assess yourself? Because sometimes, you see on TV, or you might look at a brochure or even a promo, and you would see, practitioners kind of showing you how to regulate or how to check yourself. So how do we get into detection of breast cancer?
Okay, so self-breast exams is the number one most important thing. The best time to check is at the end of your period. Every month. So if you do your regular checks, anything that's abnormal, the first sign of abnormality, you detect it. If you know what normal is, it's easy to know what abnormal is, right? So the most common thing that you would feel is a lump, a painless lump. Sometimes you may have like thickening around the arm area. Like the tissue feels different.
Right.
So anytime you have anything that feels abnormal, get it checked by a professional. And then the cascade goes from there.
Right. And is it, you said after a period, is there a preferred environment to check it in? I know sometimes they say in the shower. Do you have to have a specific, or is it just check? Is it?
Right. So just check, right? Because not everybody have the time to do it in the shower.
Right.
But do it in the privacy of your home, of course. I don't expect you to be out in the streets.
Right.
Right? But do it in the privacy of your home. But the reason why they say when you shower, because it's convenient, because you're washing everything anyways. So you're going to be touching yourself. So that's a good time to just check.
Right.
And see what's going on there.
And so after you have detected, let's say you detected and you realize that there is abnormalcy, and you go to the practitioner, you get the assessment, and it is a positive outcome, meaning that you are a carrier, that you do have, you're affected by cancer. What are some of the things, how do you manage a cancer patient? And I want to zone in not just on the patient, but also on the family members, the persons who have to lend that measure of support to the person as well. Because if somebody's diagnosed with cancer, immediately they go into panic. So how do you manage that situation as a practitioner?
Well, support is actually one of the most important things in dealing with a diagnosis like this. Because a lot of times, if you feel like you're alone, you feel like you're going to die. And it doesn't always have to be true. If you detect it early enough, you could just remove the cancer and go on living your life. So that is why I stress on early detection. Right? Because if you catch it too late, there's less than can be done. So if it's isolated to the breast, you remove the cancer is gone. If it's spread to distant tissues like your lungs and other organs, that's when it becomes tricky, and that time it becomes more on the palliative end of things, because everywhere is affected. Right? Along the detection line, I forgot to mention earlier, aside from checking yourself, there are the screenings that you do, the mammograms. Right? So when you pass 40, 45 and above, you do your yearly mammograms, because increased age is also another risk. So the older you get, the more at risk you are. All right? So you do your mammograms yearly from 45 to 64, and thereafter is every 2 years. So that's your screening to figure out if you have it or not, or if you have something suspicious. Yeah.
And how do you, I really want to talk about support. I think I mentioned it before. How do you speak to your family members in terms of telling them, because I'm caring for a cancer patient, it is good if they detect early and the cancer can be removed early. But in a case where it isn't detected early and it is spread to areas that, a little bit harder to control, and the person has to go into all the therapies that they have to go into for an extended period of time, and you have these family members say they might lose income because they can't work. How do you manage a patient like that?
So it's important to have family meetings. So sometimes it's not just enough for the patient to tell their relative, well, mommy, I get breast cancer, tell your brother. You bring them in, you have a conversation with them, let them ask the questions, you address their concerns. And the support is really necessary for the patient as well, because going through that kind of therapy, it's physically draining on your body. But then the mental aspect is also very important. They need the support of the family. And sometimes it can take a toll on the family members, I'm not going to lie, but you just have to think that this is somebody you love and you want the best for them.
And in terms of, let's talk about Tobago, if you can, speak on that. Have you seen increased numbers of women coming forward for screenings and trying to find out? Because we try to make sure the awareness is out there. We try to make sure that people understand that you can't just be living carelessly and thinking, oh, I'm healthy, and because we're seeing what is happening, people are just going. It doesn't matter if you're young or you're old, life is just doing what life is doing. So have you been seeing in the Tobago space where women are coming forward for screening, whether it's their mammograms or their pap smears or whatever they need to do to ensure that their body is in check and that they are at a lower risk or a higher risk for detection, should there be anything? Are you seeing the numbers?
So I think with individuals who have a family history, like those patients, those people, they generally they are on it with their screening
Right.
because they know they have seen what breast cancer can do. So because they have seen it, they are on it. But in people that haven't really been exposed to it or don't have the experience of dealing with it, they may be a little bit more laid back, right? But people are increasingly more aware and they are trying to take charge of their health. So that's a good thing I'm seeing in Tobago.
All right, that's very, very good. And, you know, I just want to encourage women, and not just women, you know, if you have a significant person in your life, whether it's your husband, your children, lend the support for the woman to ensure that she gets the screening. Don't take it for granted that, oh, I scale through, I reach up to 25, 26, 30, 40, are doing good. You need to go and get screened. You need to go and get checked. Remember, when you get to 45, your annual mammograms to ensure that you're in a safe space. If you detect early, the chances are that you can save your life and you can save your family from grief if you are good and healthy, right? Dr. Vanicia, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and for bringing that information to us. And I do hope that as you continue to serve, that you are able to, you know, bring a measure of comfort to your patients as you talk them through whatever situation they might come to you for. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.
And the viewers, I want you to say happy belated birthday to Doc. It was her birthday yesterday, so we want to say happy belated birthday to you as well.
Thank you.
May God continue to bless you as you continue to serve in the way that you are serving. So happy belated birthday to you.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
And not to forget, we always forget that breast cancer also affects men.
Oh.
Yes. So men, if you feel a lump, don't be ashamed. Check it out, because breast cancer affects men as well.
That's right. So the same information for women. Men also take proactive approaches to ensure that you are not impacted by breast cancer in that way. We have to go for a short break before we continue conversations here in studio. And as we go, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
The official hub for Tobago Carnival 2025. Tobago Updates presents the We Carnival series, where mass meets culture. Stay locked in for your chance to win tickets to hottest carnival events, a carnival bar hopping experience for you and your crew, and a weekend stay at Mandalina Grand Hotel. It's happening right here. Tobago Updates, We Carnival.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Nirvana, Tobago's premier all-inclusive event for Carnival 2025.
Wave your hands in the sky like so. Just look at the person next to you and say, welcome to the
Join us for a night of elegance, energy, and unmatched vibes at Fête à Blanc. Come dressed in your finest island chic white attire and indulge in a premium carnival experience like no other. Experience live performances by Nadia Batson and Sass, Patrice Roberts and the 18 Band, Sean Marshall, Lyrical, Ramonapi, Juby, and many more. Get your tickets now at islandlytickets.com. Physical tickets available in Trinidad at SRP on the Avenue, Shoaholic, Trin City Mall, Port of Spain, and Center City Mall. Happy's Waterhole, Pleasantville, Avala, Hotland Plaza, in Tobago, Barcode Scarborough, Deltec Distributors, Argyle, Pablo Supermarket Argyle, Jade Monkey Crown Point, Shoaholics Lowland, and any committee member. Immerse, illuminate, indulge. Saturday, 25th October, 2025, from 5 p.m. at the magnificent Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort. Dress code Island Chic, all white. Nirvana. Fête à Blanc, where luxury meets rhythm and elegance meets euphoria. Don't just attend, arrive in style.
Rise and shine, Tobago. The breakfast vibes you've been waiting for is here.
When you rum, tell you you's a big dancer.
It's time for Sun Up Tobago, the ultimate breakfast inclusive cooler party that kicks off your carnival in style.
We come to take shots. She come to take shots.
Join us on Thursday, October 23rd from 6 a.m. to 12 noon at Scarborough House, 138 Milford Road. Music pumping, breakfast sizzling, coolers flowing, and vibes unmatched. This is where sun, sea, soca, and celebration collides. Get your early bird tickets now at Pablo Supermarkets, Barcode, Lost Restaurant and Lawn, Signature Cuts, IslandEtickets.com, and committee members. Don't miss the event where Tobago Carnival truly begins. Sun Up Tobago. Come for the breakfast, stay for the vibe.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning and welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. Yes, we are in studio here and we're talking all things Tobago Carnival now. We're speaking about Tobago Carnival and I have in studio with me Mr. Sean Anthony, who is an event promoter and he's here to talk about FAWW. Yes, we all know it's a bit of a mid-morning event during the carnival period, and he will tell you what the acronym stands for. Yes, I don't know if I could get into that right now, but good morning and welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir. It's nice being here once again. Almost like home away from home.
Yes.
All right, I want to say good morning to all your listeners, all your viewers, worldwide and local, and of course, regional.
Yes, of course. So let's get right into it. FAWW. Just tell us what that acronym stands for.
Fun away with work.
Fun away with work.
That's the PG.
That's the PG version of the event.
Yes.
And just tell us a bit about what this event is about.
Well, it's a breakfast inclusive event.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I mean there was nothing done on the Friday morning, so we decided, you know what, invest in the time and try to invest in the Friday. And this is our third carnival doing it, Tobago Carnival. It is our 6th installments, because we have done it also in Toronto, in Trinidad, and of course home. We have done it both after National Carnival and before Tobago Carnival. All right, but this year we kind of up the ante. So we do have a general food inclusive area. with all your treats and all your different activations and that kind of stuff. And then we have the VIP all-inclusive section, where we cater for about 200 persons on the deck. Everything is no bars hold, everything, drinks, food, well, breakfast, you name it. From the pancakes to the waffles to the, that's just a taste. If you want to see the entire menu, you go on to Jade Monkey Carnival on Instagram and you'll see our entire menu there posted.
And just tell me, in terms of location, pricing of tickets, that kind of thing, where can I get that information?
Right, our location has, persons who have been looking at or following us, they know that we have moved location from Pigeon Point. All right, it's a beautiful location at Pigeon Point, but the space that we wanted to do what we wanted to do, it was not really conducive, you know. But we are at Canoe Bay now. We are at Canoe Bay Beach Resort. Still on the waterfront as well, you know, as Pigeon Point. And in terms of tickets, tickets online are sold out.
Right.
So there's no, let me correct myself. VIP tickets are sold out online. All right, you still get general tickets at the locations, and I will name them for you. In Tobago, of course, Jade Monkey Bar and Grill, also at our Barcode, and in Trinidad, Ronnie and Carol Mass Camp on Marvel Road, Pappy's Waterhole in Pleasantville, that's in South, and the Breakfast Club in Arima. Right, so if you follow us on Instagram, you get all the phone numbers for all the different locations. Well, so far, I'm telling people, cop those tickets.
Yes, they're going fast.
Yes.
And how has ticket sales been like? I know for sure in Tobago, ticket sales are excellent.
Yes.
But in terms of Trinidad and getting that Trinidad audience, that Trinidad market to come to the event, how has sales been in Trinidad thus far?
You know what? I must give thanks. The Trinidad sales has been excellent as well. Of course, we try to have a certain standard to the event, so people look forward to going to the event. Of course, over the years, we listen to all the different things that people criticize, and we up the game. The first year, but issue with the washroom fixed. And every year is something different that we're building on. You know, so persons are well aware of what the event is capable of doing and what the event is going to be doing. All right, so again, I must give thanks for that.
So you said that this is the third installment in the Tobago Carnival, but this is your sixth overall installment.
Correct.
You've had events in Trinidad and you also had events in Toronto for Caribana.
Yeah.
Just speak to us as the motivation for expanding the event in such a short period of time.
Well, I live in Toronto for 38 years. So Toronto is like home to me. Right. And, by talking to persons, they say, why not bring it here? I got a call from Miami, I got a call from New York, but, Toronto is home. And of course, Tobago is home. Right. So that was basically the motivation behind taking it elsewhere. And who knows what happened again? Maybe I'll branch off, at another location soon.
And in terms of Trinidad, you really got that demand from the Trinidadian market based on their attendance in the Tobago events from before?
Well, let's be real. Trinidadian party goes together like a good oil log, right? So, yes. So the first day we did it with my good friend, Elon Baker, a.k.a. Pappy. We did a collab with him for the last 2 years. The first year we did it in South, and this year we did it in Port of Spain.
Right.
Of course, Trinidad people ask, let's do something in Trinidad now, so we kind of accepted the invitation, and so far, knock on wood, everything
has been going good.
Yes.
So I know that this is not everything that Jade Monkey is involved in. Jade Monkey has a slew of activities coming up with Tobago Carnival, Juve, Parade of the Bands.
Correct.
I don't know if you're having anything else, but just tell us what else can persons look forward to from Jade Monkey for the Tobago Carnival?
Well, of course, this is our 4th year into the Carnival space, meaning the Mass, the Juve. So far, I mean, it's been going good. It's been going good. What we're finding is that, and I'm being real. I mean, of course, everyone knows because we have a little challenge with the flights, right? Some of our numbers are down as well. My numbers are down, you know, but you know what? You're getting the last minute calls right now. People call in, they want. So what we do, of course, we are very proactive. We have stuff in place for different body types and that kind of stuff. So, you know, you have the person coming late and asking, person who not get a ticket, you know. So we're getting that kind of, those calls right now. And of course, you know, being our customer service and our, you know, how we operate, we kind of, I mean, answer the call, answer the bell when those calls are made. And so far, the Juve is doing really well. The Pretty Mass is doing well, but it could be better. And I kind of put it together, you know. And I mean, and I'm being real here. Persons now who usually buy a $3,000 costume, and we know the space and the climate we're in right now. People come to things are hard. So you have kids, you have different things to look after. So the average person who spending money on a $3,000 costume, they're thinking twice now or three times. They say, you know what? I'll just play Juve alone this year. It's a lower end to the mass, and then they'll do maybe 2 or 3 parties and still have that Tobago experience. Yes, Tobago experience showing, yes. Right? To enjoy. So, I mean, I'm grateful, I'm thankful. I mean, we still have that nice bubble happening. And, but so far, I must give thanks for definitely those that part of the carnival, which is the mass and the Juve, right? We also, this year, embarked on a new project again, which is the J Monkey Carnival project, which is got into the music. So we released 4 artists on a rhythm. Of course, my good friend Sherwin Winchester, J. Kez, Verse, and can't remember his name.
You get the last one. It'll come to you.
Right. Did a phenomenal job. It was really well. So we engaged on that this year, and so far, I mean, it's been doing good. I mean, we decided that we want to have the Tobago feature some of the young Tobago artists, right? Of course, with their mentor being Sherwin Winchester at the helm. You know, so I must give thanks to that as well. Mikey Tower, what's his name?
Right.
Mikey Tower. Right. So those are some of the things that we are getting ourselves involved in. Of course, you know, we at J Monkey Bank will open 7 days a week, cater for, you know, local, regional, international markets, and that is.
So before we wrap up this interview, I wanted to give you one last plug for FAO.
All right.
Location.
What you like? You like that name, FAO? Is the name? You can't go and tell your boss that it.
No, not at all. Not at all. Never. So we want to know the time, the date, the location, the cost of tickets,
right,
and what people could look forward to.
Okay, but the location is at Canoe Bay Beach Resort, which is of course in Canoe Bay. Right now, you can still get your tickets up to maybe by Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Generally, it's $4.50. There's no online VIP. If you want to get a VIP, you got to contact one of the locations, right? VIP is $8.50. Time, of course, 7 a.m. We go home 7 to 2.
Right.
7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pure vibes, and I'll just give you a list of we have artists. We have Kutain, Young Brother, of course the entire Carnival. J Monkey Carnival project, Sherwin Winchester versus J. Kez, Mikey Tower, right? Who am I missing out? Destra, the Queen of Bacchanal, Destra.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so the cast looking nice, man.
And the Princess, Nyla Blackman.
Wow.
Right, so we have a nice tight cast of entertainment, you know, of course some top DJs as well, Tobago and Trinidad as well.
Yeah.
So we are in preparation mode right now. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from Mr. Sean Anthony. Yes, FAWW. Fun away with work is on this Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. You could get your tickets. You have physical locations. I don't think there are no more online general.
There's no online VIP.
There's no more online VIP. There's online general. If you want VIP tickets, you'll have to go to the physical locations here in Tobago or in Trinidad. It's on this Friday. Thank you very much, Mr. Anthony, for coming on.
Thank you.
And speaking with us about this important carnival, this cemented carnival event. We have to go for a short break, but when we come back, we continue the carnival discussions. So do us a favor. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back after these short messages.
They try to calm me down, they try to calm me down. They say I can't drink rum. Oh God, so much a girl in town, so much a girl in town. I get a flight, but I don't get accommodation. So find me all over the nation, making a whole set of bad decisions. Under the counter is a bad decision. I don't care, I'm making bad decisions.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
Well, I want a proper window for me house, yeah? I want no shake thing in my place.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get wall on the side and we get a hole. You can put a window there, you invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me don't know who I'm talking to, but I have proven cousin to Fina tell me for call you go get proper thing for put there. Me don't know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me pick me, them will drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russell Trace Springer down by the place down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family? You know Edna and Doka and them, you know them. But you resemble them Edward one, them Edward people, them you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russell Trace Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
The official hub for Tobago Carnival 2025. Tobago Updates presents the We Carnival series, where mass meets culture. Stay locked in for your chance to win tickets to hottest carnival events, a carnival bar hopping experience for you and your crew, and a weekend stay at Mandalina Grand Hotel. It's happening right here. Tobago Updates, We Carnival.
Big energy, it is a me looking for a bam bam big energy. Don't stop me, I walking on a bam bam big energy. If you see the size on the bam bam big energy.
Tobago, are you ready to light up the night? Join us for the Lambo Credit Union's Moonlight Miles for Diabetes Glow Walk 2025.
On Saturday, November 15th at Cano Bay Nature Resort, we'll walk, glow, and raise awareness for a healthier tomorrow.
From 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends for plenty glow energy.
Registration is just $180 per person, or grab your crew of 5 for only $150 each.
Sign up online or at Lambo Credit Union branches before October 31st.
For more registration and payment details, visit lambocreditunion.com and search Moonlight Miles today.
Security Services Company is a multi-class security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates morning show, and yes, we're talking all things Tobago Carnival. Tobago Carnival is 3 days away. People, ladies and gentlemen, are you excited? We are very excited here at Tobago Updates, and in studio we have a very special guest with us, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Tobago legend, we have a Trinidad and Tobago legend, we have a regional legend, an international legend, a soca legend. We have in studio with us Mr. Sherwin Winchester himself, and he's here to talk about Tobago love. You know Tobago love. Anytime you talk Tobago love, you're talking Sherwin Winchester. Good morning and welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir. Pleasure. On my right, Lester Duncan, comrade as well. Excited to be here, thankful, humble, and it's just, I think this time is about giving gifts and giving back. Just being a part of Tobago. I'm extremely proud of Tobago. I'm extremely proud of what we have done, and I'm excited with the progress that I'm seeing.
Right. And we're talking about Tobago love.
Yes.
We know Tobago love has been in the carnival, the event space in Tobago for quite some time. And we've seen it in Tobago Carnival. Tell us about Tobago love for 2025.
Tobago love, the experience is a play off of that sentence that our parents said long ago. What you suffering with Tobago love, or a special love, a unique feeling. And I did a song called "The Girl What They Think from Tobago, Tobago," which was Tobago love. And as a result of that, I teamed up with Bishop's High School then, and we launched Tobago Love the Experience. To just summarize, due to the issue of flights, getting persons to come to Tobago, people buying tickets, and we couldn't get them to Tobago for the show, we had to pause on that show. But through God's grace, it happened that Tobago Carnival came about, and the air bridge opened up a lot more. And we said, okay, we don't rush into anything, but it was the time to bring Tobago Love, a new twist on it, a Tobago Love the Experience. And the gentleman on my right, Lester Duncan, who is his family. When we started working in Tobago, my first job was this gentleman. Two Tobagonians, Bethel and Signal Hill, came together, and we said we're going to do Tobago Love the Experience, food inclusive cooler edition. You could see the excitement. It's a service-driven event.
Right.
Imagine an event that is built for you, your personal care. You're coming into the event, and you feel as though everyone is just there to cater to you, the patron. No acts advertised, no DJs advertised, because the stars of Tobago Love the Experience is you. You, and you. You just come in with your cooler, no glass bottles, and come for an experience that is going to blow your mind. We're going back into the village with that original saying, it takes a village to raise a child. And we're going into the village and bring it from that nucleus and just showcase just how much we have learned and what we want to contribute.
Okay, all right. This thing's sounding good so far, but we had to get on into the business of the thing.
Yeah.
Mr. Duncan, just tell us price, location, where we could get tickets.
All right. Presently, we have tickets online. If you want tickets, there are some numbers that you can call: 687-1187.
488-8822, 488-8822, and Island E tickets.
Right.
Let me just say this. The event, you could say, is 95% sold out. The tickets that we are presenting now, a slight hiccup where some people can't get flights up, but they purchased their tickets and they can't get flights up anymore. So we made an arrangement with them, and those are the tickets are now going back on sale. So it's a very, very, very few ticket, people. If you want to be a part of it, if you want to experience something so unique, get 488-8822, go on Island E tickets, but remember it's a very few, so if you go on Island E tickets, you may see like 10 tickets or so. We are just pushing off the tickets that persons purchase, but they can't get up to Tobago. We are hoping more flights come on board on the vessel, but from what we're hearing, it's very sticky. Very, very sticky.
All right, so, and the location of this event?
The location of the event, 118 Signal Hill at Paradise Inn.
Right.
You're coming into first time the gates of Paradise Inn will ever be open to an event. First time. Your parking will be at Signal Hill Primary Government School. And it's a shuttle service, 4 minutes. From the shuttle service up to the venue, Paradise Inn, and you just come, give your ticket and relax. Walk with your small cooler, no glass bottles, and just relax and be catered to. Come and experience something different.
Just remember that the shuttle service is going to be running until the beginning to the end. So you don't have to worry about trying to get back to your car. Your car will be well taken care of.
Yep.
We have security. We have security on the compound. So everything is going to be well catered to you.
And I heard you all talk about food inclusive.
Oh, yeah.
And I know Tobagonians, they
love food.
You mentioned food, they like the belly. They want to know what they're going to be eating on the day.
For those, I wish, I have friends in Tobago that came to our events in Trinidad called Addiction, the Premium All-Inclusive Breakfast Party. And what we are known for, food. Now imagine, son's coming home to Tobago, and we know what Tobago like. You're coming home to your village, so you just want to, is that feeling of like a harvest where you open your door and say, yo, come, sit down and eat. Food, we got you covered.
Yes.
You
And-
just come with your drinks, relax. Safety, security, ambience, privacy. It's an exclusive experience, not a large bulk of ticket, because we want to be able to cater to you, to serve you. And if you have that huge number, you can't serve the audience. Our event is a service-driven event.
Yeah.
We just want you to come and experience something so unique, something so great. And we brought some gifts as well.
One of the things too is that we also cater for the vegetarians, because
Nice.
most time you do something, a lot of vegetarians is not being fed.
Right.
So
Right.
on this occasion, we had everybody in mind, and we took care of everybody. So
you also said that some of the tickets going back on the market,
Yes.
unfortunately, because some persons couldn't get
Can't get a
flights to
flight,
come up. But what is the price those tickets will be going for?
The tickets are $500. $500 right now. That's the tickets that we have. And as I said, please understand, we're getting calls that where we went up and we don't see any more tickets. As we get the tickets, we try to put them out. You could call the number again, 488-8822, and someone will be ready to attend to you. But if we don't have any tickets, then in advance, I do apologize. It's only, I think it's less than 80 tickets. Less than 80 tickets. So we have some tickets online. They put up last night. I think that is done. They just replenished it. And from what they said, it should be maybe 78 or something. So
we're talking about tickets. And I know that Mr. Duncan and Mr. Winchester, the rumor has it that you guys are very generous people. The rumor has it that you guys are very generous people, and you have some sort of
Yes,
we are.
Can you see that envelope? The drum roll. Open this. So in this envelope, we are about to give away 2 tickets. Now, this was the first tickets that came out. There is no VIP in Tobago of the Experience. Everyone is VIP. So these are your 2 tickets. We're giving away 2 callers. All right? You have your ticket for 1 caller. A next caller, you have your ticket to Tobago Love the Experience, food inclusive, cooler edition, music, sweet soca, ambience, food, and your guest where you will be taken care of. You just come with your cooler and relax for something unique, something so different in Tobago. There's so many events, and Tobago, I'm extremely proud. On the night of Tobago Love the Experience, I think there are about 10 other
10 more.
Everyone has their audience. What we are offering is that twist. We are offering a service-driven environment that you come in with your significant other, you bring out your partner, you relax, come inside, and just allow us to do our part.
So when the people call in, they have to do anything specific to get these tickets?
Yeah, we're going to ask a question. So one ticket, you hold the next ticket.
I go hold this ticket.
I will ask the first question. No, let's say you ask the first question.
Yeah, I will ask you the first question.
All right, so viewers, you could call in. Call us at 284-6597. Call in at 284-6597. The lines are open. Don't all rush at the same time. And we have Mr. Winchester and Mr. Duncan here. They're going to ask you a couple of questions, or maybe just one question. All you have to do is answer easy questions.
Easy questions.
Simple
questions. And you can be on your way to Tobago Love on Thursday, the 23rd of October, 2025. 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Yeah. So call us. 284-6597. Yes, call us 284-6597. In the meantime, gentlemen, what else you have planned for the Tobago Carnival coming up now?
Well, of course, I have the other events to do. As you saw, Sean, we're giving support to anything with Tobago. So we have all the other carnival events we're going to be performing at. We're on the road. But the reason why this is so important, there's a market out there that we are catering for tourism. Tobago is so unique and so special, and the opportunity is here right now to plant a seed that you could go and showcase to the world. This is what you're coming to Tobago. When we say come to Tobago, it's a welcome like no other. Peace, quiet, party life as well, beaches, ecotourism, safety, ambience, but a loving people. And this event, Tobago Love the Experience, from 6 to 11 on the 23rd, we are going to showcase to the world, because we have a lot of foreigners coming in to showcase to them. This is what you are going to get. This is a piece of the pie we are offering you.
And I know that for me, this Tobago Carnival, this year, it feels very different than the other years. I mean, the other years, they were excellent.
Yeah.
The other years were excellent. I think that the product was always strong, but I think that this year, a lot of more eyes from outside
I
think
noticing the event. They, they finally notice, and they're coming in now and they're investing in the event.
Yeah, well, last year, what happened, I think last year kicked it off for Tobago, and I think that is the time when we decided, hey, time to execute.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're going to look for the first year, the second year, and then you're seeing everything going the same way. So it's about time that we give back.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, me and Sherwin, we're not here. Well, I'm not here, he's not here all the time, but we're still Tobagonians, and we still want to make sure that our people experience something that we see on a regular basis. Right?
All right. So I believe we have a caller on the line right now. We have any callers on the line? No, we don't have any callers on the line right now. But even if you're not calling, you could WhatsApp us at 284-6597. WhatsApp us at 284-6597. Yes, and we could send you the questions there. Once you answer, whoever answers first
Win their ticket, and they come to, because this is paradise where the vibe's so nice. Say whoa, Tobago Love the Experience, paradise where the vibe's so nice. We're in Tobago.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing the notes. Hey, you're hearing that voice. Showing Winchester Tobago Love this Thursday, the 23rd of October, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's up at the
118 Signal Hill at Paradise Inn. You guys just come parking at Signal Hill Government Primary School. Gates open from 5 p.m. You come in, you park, security there as well. Join the shuttle. Very easy ride, 4 minutes, and shuttle service right through. You come up and you just relax and be taken care of. I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. Thank you guys, Tobago. We love you. This is our contribution to home. I want to say thank you very much for allowing us to come and interview as well, sir. And of course, it's a pleasure being here.
All right, Mr. Winchester, Mr. Duncan, thank you very much for being on air with us. We still have those tickets to give away, so throughout the day we'll try to still get those tickets to give away. You could answer questions and that kind of thing. I'm seeing one of my colleagues, so she's saying that she would take the tickets. She always ready for a fit and a lime, always ready for a fit and a lime. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers, unfortunately, we have come to the end of the Tobago Updates morning show. But Tobago Updates programming continues. Up next, we have GMT. Yes, GMT is up next with Chanel Felix. And maybe Miss Felix might be able to give away those tickets on behalf of Tobago Love the Experience. So do us a favor. We're going to go for a short break, and GMT will be up next. Do us a favor. Share the live, share the live, share the live. GMT is up next.
This is Tobago Love the Experience.
Food inclusive, cooler edition.
Say whoa, welcome to paradise. You will feel so nice in Tobago. This party island, the vibes it strong like white rum, boy. Party sweet on the road, from your reach you go know. It's back on a non-stop. This song go leave we and come back, boy. Party sweet on the road, from your reach you go know. Come join the Bonyan band, to the Bonyan jam. Nothing sweeter than Tobagonia. Now join the Bonyan band, in the Bonyan gram.
Tobago Love.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning.
Walk the Tobago Challenge 2024!
Today is the first day. We walked from Crown Point this morning at 4 to Goodwood Recreation Ground. Tomorrow we resume here at 4 and walk to Charlottesville. The other day we start from Charlottesville to Castara, and the fourth day from Castara to Crown Point. So this is batch 8102. This is an 8102 initiative. And we normally lime, and we are specialists at liming. So this time we're doing something else. We retire very early, and we observe after retirement people go into their own little corner and apparently stop moving. And we want to encourage people to move. We believe that we cannot do things, but we can. So if at this stage, at this age, we can, others will realize that even if they do have to do this on the extreme, you can do something.
Oh, it was great, you know. Listen, any opportunity to be in Tobago is great for me. Doesn't matter what I'm doing anyway. But the walk was really great this morning. And really the goal of this whole exercise is to encourage other vets to really stay active, to set goals and to continue to try and achieve things even as we get older.
It wasn't bad at all, but just coming up the Shangi Hill, I started to get a little pressure because I never train or anything. They said walking, I walk. It was cool, it wasn't bad at all. I'm looking forward to the second leg. From here, from Goodwood to Charlottesville. To walk around Tobago is a plus for me. I want to walk around Tobago. So I want to make the whole thing.
For me, it's a very good initiative, especially based on the reason, just to show support for all our fallen comrades. And and it's all about, living a healthy lifestyle and just keeping active.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
I want to start by sincerely thanking the members of the Baby Friend.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. I am your host, Chanel Felix. And guys, whenever you see me sitting here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you want to have while I ask those questions that you want asked. This morning, we jump straight into our discussions, and we are chatting with Dr. Justin Ram, who is the Director of Economics at the Caribbean Development Bank. And we will be chatting a bit about that 2025-2026 budget review. Good morning, Dr. Ram, and welcome.
Hello, good morning, and thank you for having me. Let me just correct that. I'm no longer Director of the Economics Department at Caribbean Development Bank. I am a freelance consultant now. Yes.
Okay, excellent.
I just wanted to make that change. Yes.
Excellent. So just international economists at this time?
Yes, thank
All right.
you.
Well, It's our pleasure to chat with you this morning. Now, there have been a lot of reviews, a lot of post-budget debate and discussions as it pertains to can we really actualize what has been proposed in the national budget last Monday by the Minister of Finance. And we want to start there as we have this discussion. There are a number of elements that persons are excited about, looking forward to, some questioning, and, you know, being a bit reserved to just sit and see where it goes. From an economic perspective, you know, we have heard that some of the projections were overstated in the budget. What do you think? Give us an overview.
Well, I think first of all, the tone of the budget, and certainly the tone of the Minister of Finance is a welcome one. Why do I say that? I think for far too long, we have not really heard enough strategies around what the government is likely to do to facilitate expansion in private sector growth, to consider further diversification of this economy. So the Minister of Finance has signaled that that is the way that the current government wants to go. And in fact, it sounds to me like if Tobago will play a very large role in that overall diversification of the economy. So I certainly welcome that. There are perhaps some numbers in the budget that need some further explanation. The actual level of deficit that is likely to need financing, and some explanations are needed there. What I was hoping for was during the actual debate of the budget in the national parliament that we would have heard some more details around this, but unfortunately the debate came to an abrupt end late last week. So we didn't really get a chance to hear that. But you know, the budget now goes to Finance Committee, and hopefully coming out of that, we will get some more indications and actually some more details around what the actual plans are for growth in the economy and overall diversification. So, so from that perspective, I think the tone has been positive. The finance minister, you know, I was actually at the Chamber of Commerce panel discussion the day after the budget was read. And it sounds to me as if the finance minister and his team have listened quite clearly to what members of the national community have been asking for. And I believe that includes the Tobago House of Assembly, which is to get a higher allocation. Now, of course, when the rubber hits the road is when we get into implementation. Because all well and good to have the numbers being bandied about, but we now need to see implementation. And that, I think, has been the bugbear of many governments over the years, because when we look at our capital expenditure, many of the capital works that were budgeted, we've only had maybe 30 to 40% completion, or certainly there have been cost overruns and time delays in their implementation. So I think what we really need to see now is a great improvement in implementation rates, and I'm hoping that the government will start to focus more on that as we go forward.
Right. And, you know, the question of practicality and is this sustainable? Can we actually, as you said, as it pertains to the implementation, it's one thing to have that strategy and that foresight, but can we actually see the numbers projected being equal to what is allocated and spent for this upcoming fiscal?
You mean what is practical to the numbers that we're hearing, and
yes, as it pertains to the revenues being generated?
Well, I think that's where I'd want to see some more details, because I've seen some different numbers being bandied about with respect to what expenditures need to be financed in terms of what's the actual deficit. Currently, it is the forecast is for us to have a deficit of around 3% of GDP, but it also sounds as if there are other types of expenditures beyond the recurrent expenditure in the actual budget that might need some additional financing. But again, I need to see the details of that, and hopefully we'll get some more details of that from the discussions at the Finance Committee. Now, when it comes to what is practical, and I think it's actually a very good question when we think about capital works, that is to say, the infrastructure projects, the building of schools, the building of roads and bridges, things that the government has to invest in to make all of our lives more efficient and productive. This is where I think we have always had a problem with actual implementation. That's why I'm keep making this point that unless we improve our implementation rates, and that is actually a science, that is not something that you can just wish and it will happen. It requires detailed analysis of what is actually holding back our levels of expenditure on capital works, what is actually leading to cost overruns and these overall delays, and to sort of fix that at a very high level, and then, of course, to bring it down to practical implementation plans at a very, very, very low level. So you have the strategy that the Minister of Finance would have alluded to in his budget presentation last Monday. But then we need to bring this down. So that's a sort of a 30,000-foot strategy. And then you need to bring that down to a 3-foot implementation plan as to how you actually spend this money effectively and actually achieve the things that you say you wanted to do at that 30,000-foot level. That is where I think we've had a major problem. And I should say not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but across this region. And perhaps that is where I think we need to see a greater level of effort, because what will tend to happen is that we will continuously be in a cycle of announcing grand plans and the like, and not actually seeing the outcomes that we had hoped from these levels of expenditure. And I want to say this to your particular audience members, that for Tobago, I think this is going to be very, very, very important. Because what tends to happen is that there's always a sort of a lack of capacity to do many things. And I think an investment in capacity in Tobago to ensure that capital works and expenditures actually achieve the level of output and outcomes that are the intention of the government.
Right, I'm glad that you brought that, because that was my next question as it pertains to the Tobago House of Assembly and where the attention has to be placed in order to facilitate that level of economic diversification. The overall goal has always been to move away from heavy dependence on the central government to fund Tobago's development. So even as we look at that from a macroeconomic perspective, what are some of the key areas for diversification? I mean, we know there's the investments in Tobago Carnival that's happening currently. You know, there's the tourism, but what can be invested in to sustain Tobago's overall development that you think the Chief Secretary and the policymakers should be paying, you know, keen attention to at this time?
Well, I'm really happy that you have raised this question, because for me, development can really only be measured by an improvement in the human condition. So many of my fellow economists tend to measure development by the amount of foreign exchange that we generate, and therefore the amount of consumption that you can get from that foreign exchange. I don't believe in that type of development. I believe in development that really improves the human condition on the ground. And so therefore, if that is the way, and I believe that's the way that we would want to develop, then we have to focus on what will actually improve the human condition. One, we need to ensure that the population has good quality education. At the moment, it's very small percentage of the population gets a good quality education, while everyone else is not getting that. I think the Tobago House of Assembly needs to focus on ensuring that the quality of education from the time a child enters school until they leave. And I should say that we have to consider school leaving age no longer at 16. It needs to be maybe about 20 to 21, where young adults need to be leaving formal education with some type of tertiary level education. That doesn't need to be a university degree, but it could also be some type of skills training that will help the Tobago economy develop. Now, in improving education, you have to also ensure that people have access to good quality health care. And that means preventative medicine as well, ensuring that all children who are born in Tobago receive the type of primary health care that is going to be critical for their overall being and productivity later on in life. Now, with that, you want to develop an economy um, that can now take that potential that we have now invested in our residents and citizens, and how can you now take that potential and turn that into tangible rewards? That means you need to develop a strong dynamic economy. And I think that Tobago has to play a much larger role in overall national economic diversification and development. And that means investing in agriculture, investing, of course, in tourism, which I think has to become a major driver of economic growth in Trinidad and Tobago. And in so doing, Tobago now becomes, instead of receiving funds from the national government, Tobago now generates surplus funds, which it now pays into the national government coffers. So I think that the Tobago economy, and because of the size of Tobago in terms of its population, it needs to play a much larger role in overall economic development. And that means, I think, in terms of ensuring that one, tourism is well provided for. Two, that Tobago has the right skills in terms of investment in its people, that it can support that industry fully. And I think in relation to that, you want to also have the other sectors that can also feed into that, such as manufacturing, agriculture. I think as well, the new airport, the potential of the new airport needs to be looked at in terms of can it now become some type of a hub, as it were, with respect to logistics. There's so many opportunities, I think. But overall, I think that Tobago now needs to become, instead of a recipient from national government, a net contributor to national government coffers. I think overall that's
Definitely.
what we need to be thinking about. Yes?
Definitely, and that's where I'm going with the conversation because it seems to me that what you're hinting on is transforming into somewhat of a knowledge-based economy here in Tobago and having a level of intellectual export capacity to be sending Tobagonians throughout the world to contribute, to come back and to help develop the economy. And, these are some shared perspectives that Dr. Vanis James holds because we often have those Tobago economic conversations. And one of the topics that continue to arise is having that, knowledge and intellectual capacity to export to other countries and other regions, as he does in his personal capacity, but also complementing that with the traditional physical labor-based economy and having that effective marrying of the two. What are some of the key strategies do you think this administration can use to, adequately balance both, that investment in that education while also being able to invest adequately in agriculture, in service training to boost the tourism and those things? What type of strategies would you recommend that says, okay, this is how we create a ratio for how much we spend on education versus agriculture versus, personal skills and capacity development?
Yes, it's a very important question because and I would say that what you really have to focus on, first of all, is what is the actual development outcome that you want to achieve? And then you work back from that. Is it that you want to achieve foreign exchange reserves? Do you want to have a balanced budget? Do you want to have an improvement in the human condition? And I think that ultimately, um, I would say the third one there has to be the focus. And then you build back from there, right? So the human condition, and I'm saying this just from an economic perspective, means that you really want to have an investment in human capabilities and to ensure that citizens of Tobago are productive as possible, meaning that you probably want them to have an opportunity to earn as much as they can throughout their working age, right? And that could be from age, for some people maybe as young as 16, but I would say now someone leaving education at 16 is not good enough. We need to ensure that they have more education than that. And perhaps I would say from age 20 all the way up until retirement, which could be 65 or even 70. Or some people don't even want to retire. They want to work until they can they can no longer physically do so. So I think that that has to be what drives investment. And so for me, the government is the only source of expenditures that can ensure that everybody has a good quality education and good health care. Now, the government also now needs to facilitate economic development by saying that all of this investment that we're putting into human capacity in terms of education and health, how then can we ensure that people can earn a decent living for themselves and their households, that they can now take care of their own households without the need for transfers and subsidies? And I think I want to make that particular point. All of this we're saying is that the government should probably subsidize good quality healthcare and education early in someone's life. So let's say from the time a child is born, or I should say even before that, it might be from the time a child is conceived that we need to start putting investments into this to ensure that the child is healthy, all the way up until the age of, let's say, 20, when a child has some type of tertiary education. And so, in a way, we are talking about a social contract here. So the state has a responsibility to the individual to invest as much as possible to them. And then the individual now has a responsibility to the state to now work as hard as possible so that they earn enough income, so that they no longer need a subsidy from the state to survive and to do well. Now, the state also now needs to facilitate and have a good quality dynamic economy. And I think that what that requires is that the government looks at what is going to be needed to ensure that you have this continuous investment in the economy, that you have investors who want to come and invest in Tobago. And that's not only about foreign direct investment, it's also about locals now taking their savings and reinvesting back into Tobago. Because I think that that's also very important. You want to have an economy in Tobago where locals say, okay, I am saving, but I'm also now investing back in my community so that I also have a financial stake in the success of the Tobago economy. And so the government now needs to look at things like the tax structure, what will encourage more investment, which areas we want to invest have investments, and which sectors we want to grow, and so incentivize those growth areas. And I don't think I want to sit here and say to you that these are the sectors that need to be invested in. I think that in implementation, I want to harp on this again, it's really important that the government now does some type of exercise and comes to the population and says, what are your desires? What are your visions for what is your vision for your own community, household, and in fact country? And where do you want us to go? What type of economy and society do you want? And then I think the government should then build on that, incentivizing the sectors that people want to see grow and where they think they would like to work in. I think it needs to be this sort of collaborative approach. And that's why I keep harping about the essential nature of implementation,
Yeah.
which means, first of all, going to the people and having a vision and then developing from there.
True. Well, we want to thank you so much for being here this morning and giving us, some of those really key perspectives, as it pertains to the overall economic outlook of this budget. Even as we wrap up our conversation, is there anything that you want to say to, the Tobago policymakers as it pertains to allowing this largest allocation given to Tobago to make a mark in Tobago's history?
I think the Tobago politicians and policymakers and general population should see this as a chance for Tobago to now become a shining light for the rest of the national community. I think that Tobago has to play a much larger role in overall economic growth and diversification of the economy. And Tobago must now demand that it continues to get the respect it needs and it desires so that it can become that engine of growth for the rest of the economy. Tobago, in my mind, is absolutely critical for the overall well-being of Trinidad and Tobago. And so for me, this large allocation of the budget is a signal in that direction. And it must not be a one-off. It has to be continuous investment until Tobago now becomes that place that is actually now providing net benefits back to the overall national economy, where it no longer requires a subvention from central government, but is actually a net contributor to. That, for me, has to be the goal. And I think Tobago needs to continue to demand that and ensure that that's where this is going. But without Tobago, there is no diversified Trinidad and Tobago economy.
Excellent. Well, again, we want to thank you so much for those perspectives. Guys, we're going to take a quick break right here and we'll be back right after this with much more conversations. See you soon.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies.
The official hub for Tobago Carnival 2025. Tobago Updates presents the We Carnival series, where mass meets culture. Stay locked in for your chance to win tickets to hottest carnival events, a carnival bar hopping experience for you and your crew, and a weekend stay at Mandolina Grand Hotel. It's happening right here. Tobago Updates, We Carnival.
Big energy, it is me looking for a bam bam big energy. Do stop me, I walking on a bam bam big energy. If you see the size on the bam bam big energy.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood. or Food Hub in Darrell Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrell Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
What you just saw there is the Tobago Carnival 2025 rendition, Tobago by none other than Burton Tony, and we have him in studio with us this morning, and we're talking all about that 2025 release. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you for being here. Tobago, it's nice being here as usual. Another year, another carnival, much better. It's getting bigger as usual. It's good to be home with family and friends, and also in the events as well, you know.
Excellent. Will we be seeing you performing at any of those events happening over the weekend?
For sure. Actually, the first performance was Total Local 2, which was in Bon Accord. It was, you know, great seeing all the artists present the music and stuff like that. Tonight, I am going to be at Kaiso Under the Moonlight, which is up at Fort George, Calypso show. You have a lot of artists coming through. Myself as a guest, Prince Unique, King Unique as a guest right now, and a whole lot of other artists. Then on Thursday, Pink Fest, we're gonna be there. That's at Storby Local Road. A lot of artists as well, a lot of DJs. And Friday morning, Denim in White in that's gonna be in Lambo. I'll be there as well. And I roll along with my Iron Man, who has been Marlon Samuel.
Right.
So just creating that great energy, dancers, everything, you know, just doing a few catalog of music
Right.
Great, yeah.
And there are so many events taking place over the weekend, it's almost impossible to keep up with everything that's happening. But persons know that they can see you at these particular events.
Yes, for sure.
Are you still open for bookings for
I
persons
am
who are
still.
interested in having you
I
at the
am
event?
still, actually, I was like, Army would love to be there, if that's possible. But I'm concentrating a lot on all the events that, trying to give it that 100% as usual. It's a lot because when I'm on stage, I'm not sitting around. I'm always driven, enjoying the fun. But my energy is a bit impact, whether it's a groove song or a fast song, I kind of get so involved into it. We said the Nightmares and Juve, I'm going to be on the road with In Excess, the live music band, Rowley and the guys. So it's just being back into it more fully than last year. So
Right.
so yeah, it's
So
great.
last year you were just, dipping your toes.
Dipping my toes back in it after 20 years, actually.
Right.
And so it was just getting more foundation work. Great song last year. This year was a song that we put together because it was last minute, but we released first. We released early. It was a song my colleagues was like, Burton, you should really do a song for Tobago, like
Right.
Tobago people to hold on to. And, I was like, wow, good idea. And, when we came off the phone, the idea came to me. It's like, Tobago, 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 is that time again? Tobago, 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 come with all your friends,
Right.
And lyrically, the verses, they just took their own parts and send a voice note to Andy Davis, who is the producer. I wanted everything to be done in Tobago, right? And Andy Davis sent me back a production, and I was like, wow. Live instruments, the music has complete live instruments. Marlon Samuel rhythm, Kashif play guitar, and Stephanie Joseph, she did background vocals, and they did the bass, he did all the arrangement of the music, and I was impressed how it turned out. Really great.
Excellent. And what type of reception have you seen in terms of how persons are giving feedback to the music? Are you happy with it? What do you think can be done?
I am
to
happy
help?
with it. As an artist, you always, first of all, before it even gets to the public, it always go through a process of lyrical contents, how it is. I always get feedback on that. Then the producer, how the music is produced, I always like to really feel that kind of live feeling. So all of that is really been done with this one, because again, what the song was, and everyone that heard it so far was like, wow. The first place I performed it was at Tobago Day in Brooklyn. That's where you see some of the clips. We grabbed some of the stuff from that. Some of the other footage was done up the fort, and people was like, wow. It's sometimes when they don't know the song, and as an artist, you might be so like, oh my God, well, they don't know it, this, that. No, but you got to come out and do it.
Yeah.
Because even if they don't know it word for word the first time, after you finish perform, they'll be like, wow, and that's important. So as repetitive all the time, then you find a lot of people locked into it. Hey, I heard it at the last event. I heard it at the last event. So it's growing. It's really good. I think I feel proud about it, yes, because I've written a lot of other songs, but this one was really close to me because it's where I born and started and where I grew up, so I could connect with the words,
Do you think that the Tobago Carnival is reigniting authentic space for Tobago artists to truly be able to, express their talent and their offering?
You always ask me that, something like that. I think this year, I think we gotta just listen to the artists and them a lot more, because I was at Tobago Up. I was down at Total Local.
Right.
And the turnout, I think it was really on a bad night with Pan and all of that stuff.
Okay.
Right? But just seeing the artists presenting their music, I think personally this year they have had a lot more good music, which means the thing is growing. It is growing. The art form is growing. The carnival is growing. The productions are getting way better. The confidence are really getting better. So now Tobago itself, you gotta find a platform and an art form for these artists to express themselves. So maybe they gotta do more. I was impressed with the fact that 91.9. They did that platform in, event space, which is in Bonaccord. It gives, it was really excited to see the artists and them really do their stuff, and remember, the more they get a chance to get on the stage, is more confidence they're gonna have.
Sure.
So if we drop in the ball, we need to really, people who's organizing, we gotta start thinking, because we gotta make Tobago itself strong in every avenue to be just like the other islands. The mass, the culture, the food, the calypsos, the soca artists, because it's not just one side. You want the whole thing to be that strong.
Understood.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you so much for coming
Thank
here
you.
and, release, giving us that official Tobago updates release for
Yes.
Tobago.
Yes.
And again, we want to wish you nothing but the best as you continue to express the music over
Thank
the
you very
carnival
much.
season. And hopefully we also get to see you at the national carnival level.
Yes.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break right here and we'll be back with much more carnival conversation after this. See you soon.
Line them up, hey, all trucks ready to roll. Hey. Stand back on the road. Hey. Behind the truck, come line them up now. On the road, come line them up now. On the bumper, all through the tongue. Why not? Hey, tick, 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 Tobago. Tick, 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 Tobago. Tick, 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 Tobago. Tobago, Tobago, Tobago. It's that time again. Tobago, Tobago, Tobago. Come with all your friends. Tobago, Tobago, Tobago. It's that time again. Tobago, Tobago, Tobago. Fetty sun or rain. It's a mass, a mass, a mass. Hey, just give me room, let me play a mass, a mass. Hey, when we come in tongue, it's a mass, a mass, a mass. Oh, don't hold me down, it's a mass, a mass, a mass. Hey, listen, it's a time of the year when we come out to get on bad. Hey, welcome again to Tobago.
Tobago, are you ready to light up the night? Join us for the Lambo Credit Union's Moonlight Miles for Diabetes Glow Walk 2025.
On Saturday, November 15th at Cano Bay Nature Resort, we'll walk, glow, and raise awareness for a healthier tomorrow.
From 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends for plenty glow energy.
Registration is just $180 per person, or grab your crew of 5 for only $150 each.
Sign up online or at Lambo Credit Union branches before October 31st.
For more registration and payment details, visit lambocreditunion.com and search Moonlight Miles today.
The official hub for Tobago Carnival 2025. Tobago Updates presents the We Carnival series, where mass meets culture. Stay locked in for your chance to win tickets to hottest carnival events, a carnival bar hopping experience for you and your crew, and a weekend stay at Mandalina Grand Hotel. It's happening right here. Tobago Updates, We Carnival.
Big energy, it was I be looking for a bam bam big energy. Do something I walking on a bam bam big energy. If you see the size on that bam bam big energy.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong.
Good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Guys, we continue our carnival conversation by chatting with band leader Master Ned. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure to have you here. You know, give us some perspectives from, you know, your band leader chair that you're sitting in right now. How is the Tobago Carnival shaping up for you?
Well, I could tell you, sitting here as the band leader, Tobago space, it's very hectic. Have few challenges, but you know, that will work out itself in time to come.
Right. Are you seeing the festival growing to something, you know, bigger and better this year? What are you seeing that are some of the improvements or areas for improvement?
Well, yes, it will grow this year because lots of persons would be on the island, but not saying that lots of persons being on the island will be playing mass. You know, some just here to relax, go on little boat rides and have family get together, whilst some would be here to partake and, you know, see what the Tobago band leaders have to offer. In regards to what more should be done to capture more persons in being involved in the carnival, advertisement. The advertisement area was not strong enough. Too late because persons are still asking, are they having a Tobago Carnival? I'm not seeing nothing, I'm not hearing nothing. So they need to work on that often, because look for National Carnival. As Carnival is over, you are already seeing by the time April time, bands are already putting out things for Carnival the following year. And I think Tobago needs to take a pattern from that. So as this Carnival is over, you must be hearing about October Carnival during the Carnival season. So like bands like myself, you know, could be reached out by other persons who would be interested in seeing what we have to offer for the following year.
And so would you also be presenting at the National Carnival in February as well?
Oh, yes, I'm coming for the National Carnival because that is my space where I am well recognized for the Carnival, not so much in the October Carnival. The other bigger bands did get that recognition, but with the National Carnival, that's my baby, and I will always be pushing for the National Carnival to get that.
Right. And what do you think is needed to help, you know, smaller bands like you survive this October Carnival, where major injections of capital are being made into some of the bigger bands from some of their corporate sponsors and other private sponsors? How can you, you know, sustain yourself or continue to exist in this space with the limited resources that you have?
Oh, well, I will always say getting sponsors that will help, especially in the advertisement, whereby you could have ads running in particular radio stations, TV stations, because remember, TV and radio is being heard worldwide. Why is it is that small bands like myself, we will more use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We might not meet that wide variety of persons. So in that aspect, sponsors is one of the #1 challenges that small bands like myself would face. But I use whatever little resources that I have so that persons could at least reach out to my band to be part of the experience that I am willing to have on the road.
Understood. And, you know, even as it pertains to persons reaching out to you to support and be a part of your offering, let the people know how they can contact you. What are the sections that will be presented? You know, just what is Mass Lindner and Associates offering to Tobago and the wider world for this 2025 October Carnival?
Well, we'll start with the Juve. We're having a party, and I'm collaborating with 3 other female band leaders of Lisa Wall, that is City Raw Jabs. Well, she's been with me since the inception of October Carnival.
Right.
Well, people don't know, that's my little sister.
Okay.
So she does the jab on the island. So this year she's doing it with a twist this year. And then there's Nicole Robert Renwick. She's more with the Plymouth Juve, so she decided, they say that she would be on the road, but unfortunately a little incident happened, so she wouldn't be with us this year, so she will be with us next year. But I still do give that forward, you know. And then there is Laverne Stewart, BBC. She is on the road also with Juve and affiliating with myself with Pretty Mass on the road. So we formed a female group, which we use the first of our name, MNCB Vibes Crew, and we will be on the road for Juve, giving that vibes that we expect that our patrons will look forward to. Myself, for Pretty Mass, I'm bringing Showcase. That's a Las Vegas look. Well, I'm more like the Gina and Dinah aspect, so I went along that way, you know, to bring that vibe, but bring it in a Las Vegas look. So we having 3 sections: frontliner, backliner, and the middle liner on the road for Carnival. Right now we are running a special that we are having $1,000 single, couple, 1,700. You come with a group, because you know now it's crunch time and we don't want to leave anyone behind. But normally the backliner is 1,800, the middle liner is 2,000, and the front liner is 2,500. The Juve is 500, which now, as we run in the special, is 400. You come with your group, you pay 350. So that we are located now at the Board Mall, upstairs, booth 17. We'll be showcasing costumes downstairs by the 10th, so they can reach out to us. My number is 366-1718, 366-1718. Well, if they reach out to me, I'll get in contact with everybody, Lisa Wall, wherever, because we are showcasing everybody costumes.
Excellent.
At one location.
Well, you know, we here at Tobago Updates, we have always supported Mass Lindner and Associates, and we are always open to giving you the platform to come and let persons know what you're offering for the Tobago Carnival and the National Carnival. And again, we wish you nothing but complete success in the upcoming October Carnival. And if we know you, we know that you have always gotten a last-minute jam, and, you know, we've always gotten a set of persons who come on and support and give you that love at the very, very last minute. So even as you're here this morning, you want to encourage persons to come out and support what Mass Lindner and Associates has been doing for years. And they're having an event as well. So that's something that you want to be a part of. I mean, a lot is happening, but you know, you want to be a part of supporting the veterans. So tell them a bit about the event.
All right, we are having a cooler boat ride on the 27th, so we are starting with a cool down at the Buku facilities from 10 to about 4 o'clock, and then the boat ride will be from 5 at the lagoon with using cool runnings. So persons like who don't have transport, we are arranging Maxi to take us from Buku to the lagoon and from the lagoon when we are finished, having a wonderful time back to Scarborough. The boat ride is $150. You can bring your cooler and come, or you can purchase from off the boat that has their bar. Also, in-house DJs. We have few surprise artists will be there. Some of them are local, giving that young persons a little push.
Excellent. Well, we're happy to see that you are also supporting other local acts. Guys, this is where we end off the morning show this morning. But before we do that, we want to allow you to say anything that you want to say to Tobagoans as it pertains to supporting Maslin and Associates.
Yes, to my fellow Tobagoans, you want to come out and have a wonderful time. Come on the road with Maslin and Associates. You will have a wonderful time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The vibes on the road is with Maslin and Associates, Lisa Wall and Laverne Stewart. We'll have a whale of a time. We have it there, the music truck. We are having water truck, and we are having a little pool. So we are having a good vibes for the Juve, and we showcasing on the road on Sunday. Boat ride Lime on the 26th. So come and have a wonderful time with us.
Excellent. Well, again, we want to thank you for being here, and we look forward to all your success. Guys, this is where we end our show this morning. We want to say thank you so much for being a part. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and all that you have been doing to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Again, I am Chanel Felix, and have a wonderful day.
I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong.